Hey dear students and adults, my name is Ayla and welcome back to Coming Out on Top. This time we are going on a bro finder date. We are going through the very last parts of this game with the bro finder dates, and we have already been on 3 bro finder dates in total, so we need, I don't know how many left. A certain amount. We are starting off with Tommy because we're just going it as the list goes on. I don't know who Tommy is. I didn't take a look at his picture before. The same way with Jake. I just took his name. I have no idea what to expect. Let's get into it. While chatting with Tommy, he offers to take you to a restaurant of your choosing. Well, hot damn! He suggests Casapelia, a fancy place downtown. You've been curious about eating real paella after Ian dumped a can of tuna over some rice one night, insisting it was a classic Spanish dish. Yeah, no, it's not. As someone who's had paella, I lived in Spain for a month, so I've obviously had paella. I mean, I've had paella somewhere else, but like, real Spanish paella is not the same as you make it anywhere else, so I'm just saying that if you ever go to Spain, have some proper paella, okay? Since both you and Tommy might end up drinking, he offers you to hire car service for the evening. Go on a date with Tommy. Excited but nervous about dining at an upscale restaurant, you iron your shirt and jeans. You pop out of the apartment as a luxury sedan with tinted windows pulls up. As you approach the car, the driver, shrouded by a pulled-down black leather cap, opens your door for you. Fancy! Ooh. As you are driven to Tommy's condo, you notice the vehicle's clean leather scent and enjoy its gentle ride. This is way nicer than I was expecting. I'm glad you appreciate it, sir. Why are your eyes covered, dude? It's hella suspicious. The driver turns onto a posh street and stops in front of a stately brick apartment building. The sight of it impresses and intimidates you. I'll go let him know we're here. You ascend the granite stairway. You ascend the granite stairway to the front door, a shot of anxiety in your gut. Ringing the doorbell, you're greeted by Thomas. You give him the once-over and are struck by 2 unavoidable observations. First of all, his height. His profile wasn't lying about him being 6'6". I don't know how much that is. We don't measure like that in Denmark. Second, you can't help but go by the size of the bulge in his pants. He gives you a quick hug. Hi, nice to meet you, Mark. Let's get going. I'm famished. I'm always famished. I'm always hungry. The driver opens the door for you and Tommy. Do you know where Casapelia is? I do, sir. I do. Tommy squeezes. I don't know, I'm sorry. Tommy squeezes himself into the backseat with you. By the way, call me Tommy, please. I only go by Thomas professionally. Okay, I go by Mark, like, all the time. You laugh a little too hard at your joke and cringe inside for laughing. You quickly change the subject. You know, I've gone to Casapelia 100 times but never been in. Are you a big paella fan? Yes, well, actually, no. Okay, honestly, I wouldn't know. I've only tried the kind that uses canned tuna. A bold if unusual twist. I believe I was served a bogus version by an untrained paella charlatan. That's Ian, alright. Sounds like you may have been defrauded. There's no place in any civilized society for false paellas. I agree. It's like frozen dairy dessert on cheese food. Ew? These are insults to the culinary traditions that have developed those recipes. Well, you're in for a treat tonight. The food at Casapelia is superb. Delicious! So, I never found out what you do for a living. I'm a prosecutor with the county. The sedan swerves into a new lane. Is everything okay up there? The driver swerves the car again. Just peachy! As the car jolts your brush against Tommy's thigh, you and Tommy apologize and grin at each other. That sounds like a high caliber work. How do you like it? Is the driver someone Tommy has prosecuted? That would work with the whole like he's hiding his identity thing, right? This is suspicious. I love it. Every day poses a new challenge. You try your best to uncover the hidden truth of a case, put it into context, and attempt to find a solution that leaves the injured party with some form of fair restitution. Yes, I see. That, and you try to make sure that justice has been served. That sounds very fulfilling. I mean, if someone's guilty, that person needs to be punished. That would make me really anxious. I mean, how can you be sure you're not prosecuting an innocent person? A lot of time, you're not 100% sure. You have to do the best with what you got. That's why we have a judicial That's why we have a judgmental system with advocate for each side. There's no better way, short of the judge or possibly having psychic powers. That's true. So you must have doubts about things some of the time, right? Of course, but that's part of the job. Every career has its own price to pay. You have to accept the responsibilities and keep moving forward. The driver laughs menacingly. I think we're about to get kidnapped. You and Tommy look up in surprise. Oh, sorry, just having a great time driving. I love this job. He blasts the horn to express his enthusiasm. Your gaze returns to Tommy. Well, it sounds exciting, if stressful. It is indeed. You have to learn to thrive on that stress though, otherwise it'll destroy you. Sometimes the pressure of all the parties who are counting on you, the victim, the family, the police, society at large, becomes daunting. You need to have ways to blow off that steam. How do you do that? All kinds of ways. Working out, cooking, reading, or sometimes going on a nice date like this. Where are we? At any rate, that's enough about me for the moment. Tell me, what are you studying? Tell me, what is this music? English. Great, what do you plan to do after you graduate? Well, almost every industry is English related to a degree. Communication is the most fundamental skill across so many different careers. I could go into marketing, communications, human resources, management. There's no end to what I could do. And not only do I have this multitude of options, but those who communicate will typically succeed to a far greater degree than those who don't. Not to sound like I'm cross-examining you on the witness stand, but you haven't really answered my question. It's because I don't have a clue. He chuckles. Listen, don't worry about it. You never know what sort of opportunities will turn up. You feel this car speed up. You glance at the driver, wondering what caused him to accelerate. We're out in nowhere. You notice that you're on anywhere near the city. Excuse me, driver? We appear to be going the wrong way. The car whips down a nearly hidden dirt road. It's a scenic route, sir. I don't recall requesting a scenic route. The driver says nothing, just stares ahead and speeds down the road towards the hills faster and faster like a man possessed. Shallow, dirt hills roll into view. You and Tommy eye each other alarmed. Stop this car. Are you listening? Pull over now or I'm calling the police. The driver pulls behind a hill out of view of the road. He slams on the brakes, both of you two careening forwards in your seats, Tommy's phone flying out of his hand. Tommy picks his phone up. I got no coverage. Glance at your phone. Neither do I. The driver yanks his chauffeur license from the glove compartment and throws it at Tommy. I can't believe you don't remember me. Tommy stares at the license. Daryl John Michael Wayne. Yes, I remember now. I mean, how could I forget? You had 4 first names. The driver reaches under the seat and produces a pistol which he waves back and forth at the two of you. Who is this guy? I prosecuted him a year or 2 ago. Try 5 years. That's fine. I was fresh out of law school at the time. Tommy looks pale. One of my very first cases. Get out of the fucking car. You and Tommy exit the cab, eyes locked on Daryl John Michael Wayne, who glares at the two of you. Daryl, I was just doing my job as a prosecutor. Let's be fair about this. Fair? All you care about is winning. You forced me to take a plea bargain even though I was innocent. I didn't force you, we gave you a choice. What, between 15 years if I was convicted or 5 if I pled guilty? What sort of justice is that? It's one of the ramifications of having a legal system in which I don't give a damn. My wife divorced me right after the trial. Listen, whatever happened, it's already happened. Just, she was pregnant at the time. I don't even know what my little girl looks like. If you put the gun down right now, we can forget about this. Sure, just jump back in where I left off, I guess. Easy for you to say. Do you realize how screwed I am? I couldn't get my old job back. I had to lie just for the privilege of wearing this stupid cap. Look, I know things may seem pretty hopeless right now, but shut up. The driver motions to you. You enjoying your buddy's speech there? He's quite the talker. 5 years ago, he convinced me I'd get a better deal if I just pled guilty, even though I was innocent. He didn't give a shit about whether I was actually guilty or not. All he wanted to do was win his case. Are you okay with the fact that your friend ruins the lives of the innocent? Well, you glance at Tommy, who stares at you frozen. There are no perfect systems in the world, crime and punishment included. If you're innocent, it's appalling. I think amends need to be made. Oh well, shit happens. No, the first one. I see. So I should just be okay with getting fucked over, because hey, nothing's perfect. Well, the alternative would be no system of prosecution, no police, anarchy, even more innocent lives would be at risk. That's easy to say if you're not the one who was screwed. was I right? Leave him alone, Daryl. Are you just going to murder an innocent bystander? Oh, this kid? Doesn't seem like anybody would miss him. Hey, fuck you, man! That is so not true. You're Slurpee. Who the hell is Slurpee? My fish. Tommy shrugs his shoulders and gives Daryl a beats me look. He is my brother, my little broski. He can't feed himself. I'm his caretaker. If you kill me, you're going to end 2 lives. The driver cocks his gun. My apologies to you and Slurpee. Daryl, listen to me. As a prosecutor, I never take my position lightly. You make it sound like I've been locked up for life if I said I was innocent. What could I do except plead guilty? If we can find some contrary evidence, if the DNA exonerates you, something that proves that you're innocent, you may be due restitution. Due restitution. This is my restitution. Daryl fingers the trigger. I try to keep the conversation going. Society tragedy what happens to a lot of people in the system are doing the right things. System imperfect because people are imperfect regardless. Society must. The first one. Everybody's trying, but some people just happen to fall through the cracks. Just great. Well, I've got a chance here to do a right or wrong, don't I? Or to create a new wrong? I don't see what you're doing as right. Oh, trust me, it'll help. One less lawyer in the world, society should thank me. He points his gun at you. Okay, let's get you out of the way first. Wait, for the love of God, wait! What now? Make it quick. Oh. Wayne is at the end, right? So it's Daryl, John, Michael, Wayne. You know how I feel. This I gotta hear. I'm an innocent bystander, just like you were. I mean, here I am, my life in your hands. I'm who you were 5 years ago. You were innocent. I'm innocent. Both of us swept up by circumstances we couldn't control. If you punish me for something I didn't do, you'll be like the very system you despise. You know, I am sorry you had to be dragged into this. The driver's voice wavers, you feel a pang of hope. But as we've seen, it doesn't matter whether you're guilty or not, mistakes are made, lives are ruined. It doesn't have to be this way. Daryl pauses, the gun shaking in his trembling hand. If you're innocent, Tommy can probably find some way to help you. You look over at Tommy hopefully. Daryl, my job is to represent those who've been wrong as best as I can. I can't ever change that. But I do feel remorse if an innocent person's life is ruined in the process. If you can find some counter evidence, I urge you to file for having the conviction set aside. In fact, I can contact somebody who will help you with your case. You'll be able to clear your record and possibly get financial restitution for the years you lost. It won't have saved your marriage and your lost years with your daughter, but it'll be something. You still have a chance to clear your name and hopefully restore a relationship with her. How will I know you won't turn me in? I can only give you my word. Daryl John Michael wipes the tears from his eyes and gathers himself. He drives to take you back to Tommy's place. He seems to be deep in thought and highly emotional, sniffling every minute or so. You and Tommy sit in silence, cautious about saying anything to make him rethink his decision to let you guys go. It's not until you're at Tommy's that both of you let out deep sighs of relief. I was so sure we were going to make it back. Obviously being kidnapped at gunpoint isn't what I was hoping for our first date. Were you serious about not turning him in for this? I believe he's innocent, and that needs to be addressed. Throwing him back in jail would just serve to compound the injustice of the situation. And I gave my word to help him. Excuse me, I'm a bundle of nerves right now. I'm gonna fix myself something to eat and try to calm down. Any chance you're still hungry? Yeah, I'm really hungry now. I'll open a bottle of wine and whip something up. It won't be paella, but maybe we can still try to salvage an actual date out of this. How can you even think about a date after that? I think I would be like calling my mom or something. You sip your wine as you watch Tommy break down, season and sear a duck with impressive efficiency. Accompanied by rosemary potatoes cooked in the duck fat, you're amazed at how easily he prepares a stunning looking meal. Thanks for your help back there. It seems like your communication skills did come in handy. I was padding my statements as much as possible, so we could, maybe not die. It wasn't quite what I was expecting for our first date either. Are you saying the date's already over? Well, that was great. Agreed, you should stay over for another round. You look so much younger without the beard. But for now, he hooks an arm around you, snuggles you close to him. Cuddle inside. It's time for the prosecution to rest. No, sorry, I couldn't resist. That was terrible, but cute, but mostly terrible. So sue me. Oh, the two of you spoon for the rest of the night. You leave in the morning with a giant grin on your face. Nah. Well, okay, that was Tommy. That was short. I think I'll just see you guys next time. See ya!